Hello everyone, welcome in the next lecture of numerical techniques. Okay, so in the previous lecture we are going to study the formulae for equally spaced arguments, that is Newton's formulae for interpolation for equal interval. Okay, that is Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Then next to see the Newton's backward difference interpolation formula, and also we solve examples on that formulas. Okay, so there is a limitation on that formulas. Okay, that is these formulas are applicable only for the equally spaced arguments. That is, if the given values of x are equally spaced, then we can use that formula. But here there is a problem occur for the unequally spaced arguments. That is, if the values of x are not equally spaced, which are if unequally spaced, then we have to derive the new formulas, and we see that formula in today's lecture. So today we see the interpolation for unequal interval. That is, we obtain the interpolation formulas for unequal intervals. So for unequal interval, interpolating formulas are here. There are two formulas for interpolation for unequal interval that are useful for also the equal intervals. Okay. So first one is the Lagrange's interpolation formula, and the second one is the Newton's divided difference formula. Okay. So today we see the Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay. So first to obtain the Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, for unequal interval. Okay. So Lagrange's interpolation formula, Lagrange's interpolation formula is useful for unequally spaced arguments and also for equally spaced arguments. Okay. For both the type of values, we can use the Lagrange's interpolation formula. But mostly Lagrange's interpolation formula is useful for unequally spaced arguments, because here in Lagrange's interpolation formula there are so complicated calculations. So these are useful only, or which are used in only for unequally spaced arguments. Okay, so first to obtain the formula, okay, so consider y is equal to f of x be continuous function, y is equal to f of x be continuous function and n plus 1 times differentiable, be continuous and n plus 1 times differentiable on open interval differentiable, not in open interval AB. Okay. Then consider x0, x1, x2 dash up to xn be n plus 1 values of x, be n plus 1 values of x, and corresponding values of y are y0, y1 dash up to yn. Okay, so here values of x not necessarily equally spaced. Okay, which are either equally spaced or unequally spaced. Let polynomial of degree n, let polynomial of degree n for y is equal to f of x that passing through n plus 1 points, that passing through n plus 1 points x0 y0 comma x1 y1 dash 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 up to xn yn. Here we consider first the polynomial of degree n for the function y is equal to f of x that passing through the n plus 1 points, these points. Okay, so we consider that polynomial in the form y is equal to f of x is equal to a0, y is equal to f of x is equal to a0 in bracket x minus x1 into x minus x2 dash 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 up to x minus xn. Okay, then plus a1, capital A1, x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn. Okay, plus dash 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 up to plus an x minus x0, x minus x1 and up to x minus xn minus 1. Okay, we consider polynomial of degree n for this function passing through these points. Okay, so take this as equation number first. Okay, then here a0, capital A0, A1 up to An are the constants. Okay, which are the unknowns, that is we have to determine. If we determine that unknowns and put that value here to get the Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, so A0, A1 up to An are the constant to determine unknown, these unknowns. For that put x is equal to x0, x1 up to xn in equation number 1. Okay, for that put x is equal to x0, x1 up to xn in equation number 1 because polynomial, because we consider the polynomial passing through the points, polynomial passing through n plus 1 points, so that points satisfies equation number 1. Okay, so we put each point to this equation number 1 because these are satisfies the equation number 1. Okay, that is the polynomial. So first to put x is equal to x0. So put x is equal to x0 in equation number 1. Equation number 1 becomes y is equal to f of x0 is equal to a0. Okay, in bracket x0 minus x1, then x0 minus x2 dash dash up to we have to get x0 minus xn. Okay, then plus see here a1 x minus x0, x minus x2, x minus xn up to and up to these last terms. Okay, in all the terms contain the factor x minus x0, x minus x0. Okay, so after the first term, all the term up to n plus 1 term contains the factor x minus x0. So if we put x is equal to x0 in all the remaining terms, then all these factor becomes a 0 because x minus x0 this factor. Okay, so all these term tending to 0. So we write here plus 0 up to dash 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 plus 0. Okay. See again here in remaining all the terms contain x minus x0 factor. So all the terms get tending to 0. So we directly write here plus 0 0. Only we have to get here first term. Okay. So here y is equal to f of x0, that is value of the function at point x0. We can write it as y0 also. So y0 is equal to, we get f of x0 is equal to a0 x minus x0 x minus x0 x0 minus x1, not x minus x0, x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 up to x0 minus xn. Then from that we find a0. So a0 is equal to, we get f of x0 divided by these factors, x0 minus x1, then x0 minus x2 up to x0 minus xn. That is, we have to subtract. Okay, so we have to get the value of a0 in this way. Then for finding a1, then put next x is equal to x1 in equation number 1. Okay, then next to put x is equal to x1 in equation number 1. Equation number 1 becomes a y is equal to f of x1 is equal to a0. Again see here, if we put x is equal to x1, first factor, that is x1 minus x1, then x2 minus x1, not x2 minus x1, x1 minus x2, because we put x is equal to x1. Okay, x is equal to x1. Then in second term, plus up to dash 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 x minus x1 minus xn plus a1, then we get x1 minus x0 x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn. Okay, then plus up to last term. Okay, an, we write here an last term, an x1 minus x0 x1 minus x1 up to x1 minus xn. Okay, so see here, value of f of x1, we write y1 is equal to f of x1 is equal to, in all the terms except the second term, the factor x minus x1 is absent. Okay, except the except the second term, in all the term contains x minus x1 factor. Okay, so all the terms get tending to 0 and remaining term only the second term, that is the second non-zero term. See here first term contains this factor x minus x1, and by putting x is equal to x1, this x1 minus x1 becomes 0, so this term becomes 0. In second term, this factor is not present, x minus x1. Okay, so this term will be non-zero, and all other terms up to nth term, see here, this factor becomes a 0. So we have to get only the second term, that is a1 x1 minus x0 x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn. Okay, all other term becomes a 0. We write here plus 0 up to 0. Okay, so from that we have to get the value of a1. a1 is equal to, we get f of x1 divided by x1 minus x0 x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn. So in this way we have to get value of a1. Okay, this is the value of a1, and here we find the value of a0. Okay, so in this way again if we put, then if put x is equal to next factor, that is x is equal to next value of x, not factor, x is equal to x2, then to get From equation number 1 we have to get a2 is equal to f of x2 divided by comparing with these two we have to get a2 is equal to f of x2 divided by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, then x2 minus x3 up to x2 minus xn. Okay, so continuing in this way, if we put x is equal to xn in equation number 1, x is equal to xn in equation number 1, then we have to get the value of an. Okay, so continuing in this way, put x is equal to xn in equation number 1. If we put x is equal to xn in equation number 1, so here observe again, all the term contains x minus xn factor is present up to nth terms. Okay, so only these all the term becomes a 0, so remaining term only, that is the last term, because in this term not contain the factor x minus xn. Here we consider the factors up to x minus xn minus 1. Okay, so we have to get an is equal to, by comparing with this, f of xn divided by xn minus x0, xn minus x1 up to xn minus xn minus 1. Okay, so we have to get this value of an. Then put a0 comma a1 comma up to an in equation number 1. We have to get the values of unknown, so put values of these all unknowns in equation number 1 to get the formula of Lagrange's interpolation. Okay, so we have to get y is equal to f of x is equal to a0 will be f of x0 divided by x minus f of x0 divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 up to x0 minus xn. Okay, and into this factor, okay, that is x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn. Okay, then plus a1 is equal to, a1 will be, we can find here, that is f of x1 divided by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn into these factors. Okay, that is x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn. Okay, then similarly up to we put the last factor, that is plus dash to we write here. Okay, so an is equal to f of xn divided by these factors xn minus x0, xn minus x1 up to xn minus xn minus 1 into x minus x0, x minus x1 up to x minus xn minus 1. Okay, so this is the Lagrange's interpolation formula. We can rewrite here in simplified form. That is y is equal to f of x, y is equal to f of x is equal to x minus x1 into x minus x2 up to x minus xn divided by x1 minus, divided by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 up to x0 minus xn into f of x0. Okay, then plus second term will be this. We can write this factor here and into this f of x1. So that is x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn divided by x1 minus x0, then x1 minus x2 up to x1 minus xn, okay, into f of x1. And similarly plus up to dash plus x minus x0, x minus x1 up to x minus xn minus 1 divided by xn minus x0 into xn minus x1 up to xn minus 1 into f of xn. Okay, so this is the Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, we have to get in this way the Lagrange's interpolation formula for unequally spaced arguments. Okay, so if we see this formula, we observe this formula here, number of factors are greater. Okay, so if we put here values of x0, x1, x2, xn, and by taking calculation, so this calculation is lengthy. So if we have to ask the question in exam to find only to interpolating the function, we obtain the Lagrange's interpolation formula. For that we consider the polynomial of degree n, which is in this form a0. Here we consider the factors, only the factor is missing, that is x minus x0, and we consider the factor in form x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn. Similarly for all that this polynomial, then finding a0, a1, a2 up to an by putting x is equal to x0, x is equal to x1 up to x is equal to xn, and then by finding that value we put again that value in equation number 1 to get the formula, which is this very easy method to obtain the formula. Okay, so here this formula, for reminding this formula, use the technique. Here in numerator, if you see, so in numerator we have to get the factors x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus xn. So from x we subtract all the values of x, that is we have to given, only we accept here value, that is x0. Okay, so in first term we have to accept the value of x0, that is that value of x will be, we have to given values of x are x is equal to x0, x1 up to xn. Okay, so first we miss this value x0 and subtract all the value from x, that is x minus x1, x minus x2 up to x minus xn, and in denominator again we consider this term, only here instead of x we can consider x0, and in multiplied we consider value of the function at that point, that is we have to miss. Okay, then similarly this technique can apply for the second and up to the last. Okay, so in again we miss the value of x, that is x1. Okay, and we subtract all these, that is consider the factor in the form of subtraction of x minus x0, x minus x2 up to x minus xn, only missing x1, and in denominator again we subtract all these values of x, that is we write in numerator from x1 and multiply into by that to value of the function at point x1, that is f of x1. So in this way we can remind the formula of Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay, so Lagrange's interpolation formula is useful for the interpolation when unequally spaced arguments, and also useful for this will be the for equally spaced arguments. Okay, so today we will stop here. Thank you.